All right, guys, welcome to your Bitcoin update. I know I haven't been around for a few days. As you guys know, I am working on some stuff with a property I'm purchasing, looking for backhoe, some other stuff. So I've been busy. I will try to update more often, but until this is all done, it's probably going to be, you're going to miss a couple days here and there. It's just how it is. But before we begin, make sure you guys take a second out, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, smash those likes, and we're going to do a little recap. This is a video from back when I had said the top would be 63 to 64. And I'm just going to go through a few videos real quick, just for those that don't pay attention, showing you why you should pay attention. So here we go. This is back from March 24th. Plays out, and we go to that 63 or 64,000. To the up thrust after distribution, basically like a fake. So 63 to 64,000. This is distribution. We talked about that. We drew this line, which we followed perfectly. That was from March 24th. Now we're going to do a video from May 18th. And this is what we were talking about. If you pay attention right here, you'd know where we were looking for around the 29,000. Remember this breakout point, because we're going to look at a chart that's happening right now. This was your area to short safely. And if you did that, you were doing quite well. So, but anyways, I'm not sure. 42.8. I think we go test that 41.6 area. If that okay. And then this is another one I wanted to point out. A lot of people definitely didn't listen to this, so please take a second out, pay attention. So people were saying that this was invalid if it went over 47.1. Those that paid attention know that I said back here, if before making wave 5, which we made right here, we broke this low of 3, so that was wave 5. If it hit 41.7 before then, what's funny is people keep saying, but you said it wasn't going to go past 47.1 or it was invalid. Well, then why in the hell would I had the B wave right here going above that? So for those that didn't pay attention, there's that. And if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, give me a follow. It's at CryptoSavvy1. You can follow me on there, but I post certain tweets every now and then. I play around a lot on there, but yesterday I posted this for the target of 47.92. Just if I'm pretty confident with stuff, I'll post it on there, so you won't see them constantly, but definitely give me a follow if you haven't. But let's see where we got to, and we got all the way down to right about where I said. Let me put this. Let me go over here. Let me find that. We hit 47.1 right in that area. So, oh, there it is, 47.92. We hit that almost exactly. Now, we're going to talk. I'm going to show you guys a fractal chart. But first, we're going to look at this. Where would this be invalid? Or if we break this trend line, so let's say we break it in the next few days up to 44,000. Although I don't think we're going to get that high anymore, and I'll tell you why. As you guys know, we've been looking for a retest of this golden pocket. That does not have to happen, but it is still possible we get up into this range. And for those of you that haven't heard yet, the only way I get bullish is if we break this green trend line and get support on top of it. Until then, I remain bearish and believe this market is going to continue back down. I've been saying this for a long time, and I'm sticking with it because nothing has been invalidated yet. This B wave, we made this circle here when we were way down in here looking for it to top out in this range. That is where we are. If we were to get... If this was the top and we don't get to that 51 to 52 range, then we'd be looking at somewhere around 14.7 for this bottom of the C wave. But the C wave could go much further than that. And as you guys know, there's a high volume node at 9,500 that I've been watching closely. So anyways, let's take a look at this fractal that I was talking about. First off, if you guys are interested in trading, definitely check out Prime XBT. It's not a scammy exchange like a lot of the other ones, a lot of the casino-y exchanges. It's an actual exchange where you can trade Forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, crypto, everything on one exchange. You can have multiple trades in that don't clump them together. You can use my promo code SAVVY50. That'll get you 50% on top of whatever you deposit as a bonus to use towards your margin. Also, there is a tutorial here and shows you where to put my promo codes. If you use my promo code SAVVY50, you'll get 50% on top of whatever you deposit as a bonus to use towards your margin. So if you put in 1 Bitcoin, you get a half a Bitcoin bonus to use towards your margin. Savvy25 will get you 25% off your fees. And I think those both last 30 days. So when it goes back off, as you know, Prime XBT doesn't do KYC, and you can sign up by just using an email. So you create another email, create another account, transfer your funds, and you can use the promo codes all over again. It also shows you how to use copy trading and other stuff in there. And there are some free tutorials right here that you need to check out. They're older. I made them all in one night, was real tired, but definitely check them out. And BYBIT, for those of you that like BYBIT, it's not my preferred exchange, but some people do like it. I do have links for that below too. I think they're doing a $3,000 bonus if you sign up for their trading competition. So that's where we're at with it. So let's look at this fractal I was talking about. So if you remember, this is back here where we topped out at 64. If you look at this whole thing right here, it was making a descending triangle in the RSI while going up. This is doing the same thing here. If you look at this top right here compared to this top here, we're making an almost identical fractal. Obviously, it's a little bit smaller. Nevertheless, we're making an almost identical fractal. So if you guys remember what this is, it's distribution. So what this is going to be, as I've been saying for a very long time, I believe this is going to be redistribution. If it does play out like this, let's zoom in a little bit. Let me get this out of here. So as you can see, we made, after this right here, which is right here, we made 1, 2, and 3 highs after that. So far, we have made 3 highs, but we still could make one more that doesn't quite touch, just like this one, which would be around that 52,000 range in the next, probably sometime this week, maybe this weekend if it was to happen. Either way, as I've been talking about and telling you guys, where I am looking to put in a, oh, here's another one. From a long time ago, we made this descending triangle here where we broke out, or wedge, whatever you want to call it. We had this target of 50,671, which is almost exactly where we are, where we hit top. But again, we could go a little bit higher either way, but it hit what, 50,533, so that was pretty damn close also. And I hope that you guys, at least, you guys know, I always say nobody knows exactly where the market's going. Anyone that tells you they do is full of crap, period. I don't know exactly where it's going. Nobody does. What I do is I analyze it and I give you my thoughts on where I think it's going. It's up to you to make your own decisions, make up your own mind, learn to chart. That's why I do this channel, just to tell people how I come up with the prices I come up with and what I do when I'm charting, and hopefully people learn from that. So anyways, let's one more thing. Check out my wife's webpage. There's a link down below. It is inkyyourimage.com. If you guys are trading, this is a great thing to have. This is the cheat sheet mouse pad for divergence. Divergence is one of the hardest things to comprehend or remember. So it's good to have right on your desk. Anyway, you can check it out there. She's got a lot more cool crypto stuff on there. If you guys want to check it out, definitely do that. The link is below. See, is there anything else I wanted to talk about? DXY, we talked about coming down to possibly retest this 9266, which is a 400 EMA. We have dropped back out of this rising channel. Do I get bearish there? Not at all. As you can see here, we have made bullish divergence, which is lower lows in the price action, higher lows in the RSI. Does look like it will pump up. We might get down to this 92.66, but I think, as you guys know, I'm very bullish on the dollar. I have been, and this is my dollar DXY dollar index overlaid on the Bitcoin chart, and the green line is the DXY. You can see every time this line tests the bottom of this trend line here, Bitcoin is topped. Test the bottom, Bitcoin is topped. Test the bottom, Bitcoin is topped. Every time the DXY touches the top trend line, Bitcoin is bottomed. March 2020, Bitcoin is bottomed. Next time to buy Bitcoin, I think it'll be over in this range for the DXY. You can see the MACD for the the MACD for Bitcoin here is flashing the red sell signal on the daily. So beware, be careful. But anyways, this fractal definitely could be playing out. When do I look to short here? Well, I've talked about it. So we can get this off there now. You guys know that I put that there yesterday. So a break of this green trend line, I will be looking for a short. You can see what happened last time. We broke it, which is over here. You can see what happened. So if we break it over here again, I'll be doing the same thing, reshorting this just like I did over here. That's my plan. Doesn't have to be yours. Another thing I want to look at here, you'll notice the volume. Do you see the huge spike here? Just like the huge spike here, and the volume decline the whole time this is going up, just like the volume decline the whole time this was going up. Be careful. It does look very eerily similar. So anyways, I hope that makes sense to you guys. I'm going to get into the chat now, see what you guys are talking about. And yeah, like I said, nothing has changed. Literally nothing has changed. And until it does, my view, like I showed you, all the way from March, May, June, has always been the same. I even said, let me go over here and listen to this. 47.1, which would be the wave 1 right here. If M4 cannot go further than wave 1. So that would be the invalidation. Whoops, I'm going to pause that for a second. Do you think it'll go to 41, 42K, then head back to 55 to start the deep correction? I mean, it's possible. I don't think that'll happen, but we'll see. Like I said, it doesn't matter what the price is. It matters the path it takes to get there. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Till then, guys, I am still looking for these lower lows. So listen to the dates I put here. Remember, this was on June. Well, I had, hold on a second. Let me, right here. I want you guys to listen to the dates on this. Wave 3 is around the 30,500. But that would put wave 3 1 to the 46 range, and then wave 5 coming down to wave 23. Now that makes this extremely bearish, in my opinion, because this video is from May 18th. Listen to the dates I said for the bottom of A and the top of B. Would be wave A, which, like I said, around June, towards the maybe middle end of June. No way to really tell exactly where. And again, guys, this will bounce around for a little bit, but if this does happen, look for a nice bounce in June. Might be a good time to long for another a wave B. Now the wave B should go like at ABC. Maybe we'll get up to the 41, back down to the 30, and then back up to maybe the 51, 52,000 range. That'd be sometime in August. 51 to 52,000 range sometime in August. Now, for those of you that say, you know, I was wrong, whatever, whatnot, there it is. There's proof. That's why I make these videos, and it's very tiring. Listen to you guys sometimes, but anyways, I hope you learn, and I'll get into the chat now. What's up, guys? On Google Trends, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency are at the bottom, but the popularity of Cardano is growing fast. Just another hype coin. If we are truly in a bear market, like I believe, all those shit coins will be tumbling hard. Another thing I want to talk about. So Bitcoin corrects usually. Let's go on to, let me get this chart right here. Get this out of the way. So if Bitcoin has topped here, how much does Bitcoin usually correct in a bear market? Bitcoin usually corrects 80 to 90%. So let's take a measurement of that. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't already, take a second out, smash those likes. I see we got 600 people and only 250 likes. Smash the likes. It only takes a second. Doesn't cost you anything. Let me find this. So the price range, let's look at, so what would, if we get all the way back down to this high volume node, 9,500, that would be at 85% correction from the top here if we have topped. So definitely makes a lot of sense. We'll see what happens, but I do think that is still a damn good possibility, the 9,500 range, if we are actually in a bear market. And this is just the B wave bull trap that I've been telling everybody since this video back here on May 18th, that everybody would get extremely bullish in the B wave, call for $100,000 Bitcoin again. It's all happening, guys. Markets are based on psychology. It's a psychological game as well as it is a monetary game. No Clan, are you bullish long term? I am long term, in the very long term. I read the charts for what they are and what I see in them at the time. Can you show again the wave pattern scenarios downward in the bearish case along with the price targets and general time frames? I'm not sure what you're talking about. If you're talking about this here, first of all, just like here, we can't judge wave 3 or 4 or 5 until we have wave 2 finished. So we're going to look for wave 2. Like I said, we could still go higher here. And then what we'll be looking for is possibly something like this. And then once we can mark a wave 2, then we can look for wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. That is how it will most likely play out. Is this going to go straight down? No, that is not how markets work. It's going to take time, possibly to the middle, or I'm sorry, beginning of next year, maybe as far as the middle, but probably looking for this C wave to end around the middle of, or I'm sorry, the beginning of next year. What's your price prediction for Bitcoin 5 years from now? I honestly think it's stupid to predict 5 years ahead. Just my opinion. How did you construct that long bullish green line? It's just off of these 2 wicks here. Whoops. These 2 wicks right here. This wick from February 21st. Is it February? No, I'm sorry. February 28th. And this wick right here at April 25th. Also, there is a wick that bottomed out on it right here about February 6th. So that's where I get that. So everybody asks, what price range before I get bullish? I have no price. I have this trend line right here. So if it went up today with, which I guarantee it's not gonna, and it passed 55,850, I would be bullish. This 0.786, which is around the middle of September, if it breaks this 52.5 range, I'll be bullish. If we're above this green trend line, I get bullish. Until then, I've had nothing but confirmations that this ABC wave is playing out. Max said, if we enter a bear market, how long will it be? Well, if you look at every other bear market, like say we go down to this, we make this C wave by the beginning of next year, right? Which it may be much, much longer. But you can see when there is a bear market, they're very, very long and drawn out. So this one being as big as it was could be much, much longer of a bear market. Like I said, I'm not a believer in the 4-year trends. The market's got a lot older. I believe Bitcoin is now probably on a 10 to 12-year cycle. We'll see, though. Maybe not. How accurate is the MACD daily buy or sell signals? No indicator should be used alone. There should always be other things you use. I like EMAs along with RSI. I don't really even use the MACD much, to be honest. So we've talked about this scenario also. Let me pull up a clean chart. if I have a clean chart. There we go. Let's actually right here. So let's look at another longer term bear market scenario. Every time, as you guys know, every time we enter a bear market, Bitcoin creates a triangle at the top. You look at it like this. Put this one across here. This one was obviously a much longer triangle, which we could see again. That's why I want to show this. Let's zoom in here a little bit. It's typical for Bitcoin tops. Right here in 2019, we had our mini bull market. Same thing. We formed a triangle at the top. Once it breaks that bottom trend line, that's usually a capitulation in the end. Obviously, this one we came up one more time first. But so what happens if that's what happens this time? Let's say we get up to that 52 range, somewhere in there. But we may see something like this, and each little bump up will be just another bull trap. So this is the long, drawn out version of the bear market. So something like this, which could definitely be, and that could last all the way to 2023. Who knows? But like I said, it doesn't matter what the price is. It matters how it gets there. So remember that. That's huge, especially if you're trading. Like I said, honestly, if you're trading, I think the best exchange to trade on is Prime XBT. By far, not scammy. They don't trade against you. They are a book exchange, meaning they only make money off of commission for filling your trades. B-book exchanges like BYBIT, BINANCE, all them guys, they only make money when you lose. They have their own trading desks. That's why you see a lot of stop hunts, a lot of scam wicks. Prime XBT, by far the best exchange if you are trading Bitcoin. And you can trade. Sabrina says, talking very fast and confusing a bit on the Fractal. You are pointing at BTC pricing, but specifically identical RSI, which is not correct. Specifically identical RSI, which is not correct. Yeah, it's forming the same pattern, guys. You can see it right here. Hey Savvy, I see a resistance trend line on the 1 hour BTC, which match up just below 52 if BTC retests before going down. Yeah, like I said, still looking for that as a possibility. But again, where are we at? If we break this trend line, if we break this trend line, I will be putting a short in, definitely. And that doesn't mean when it breaks that it shoots straight down, guys. We drew this trend line in too. Let's look at this. So I've drawn this trend line off these 2 wicks here. And if we were to come down, if we would have a big capitulation, what I did was I took this right here. Let me show you. Right here, the widest point of this wedge, and brought it around to bottom out on this right here. So we're going to mark these in just for shits and giggles, guys. These are not 100%, but I just want to check it out. So if it was to go sideways for the next few days, what's today is the 25th. So it's Wednesday, I think, right? Friday would be when we break through that, if it was going to happen. And this is just pure speculation. But then could we have a major capitulation for the weekend? Definitely a possibility. Something to for sure keep an eye on. And then what would I think we'd be looking at? Again, going on pure speculation. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, continuation. Possibly. Hey Savvy, how did you know the peak was 64 back then? Go watch the video, bud. It is on March 24th. Check it out. And it explains what I was watching for and why. I'm not going to bore everybody with going through it all over again. That's why I make the videos. You can go back and check them. Weekly RSI makes a really nice downtrend. We can check out the weekly. Let me get this stuff off the chart. Check out the weekly. Bring up the RSI. Are you talking about this right here? Clone that line, put it up here. I want to see if the weekly matches up right there. Nope. But yeah, the weekly, people talk about the blow off tops. If you look at it on the weekly, we got our blow off top. If you look at it on the monthly, and don't forget, guys, give me a follow. It's at CryptoSavvy1 on Twitter. There has been some fake savvies out there, so beware. And beware of the comments down below. A lot of times you'll see a fake crypto savvy saying to message me, blah, blah, blah. I will never do that. There's a free Discord group link down below. It's totally free. That's the only other place besides my Twitter account that I'll actually talk with you. So check it out. Free Discord group, totally free, awesome community. A lot of good people in there. Crypto man, I don't hold Bitcoin right now because I believe we're in a bear market. I have 2 Bitcoin that I use for trading and I cash out my profits every week. And no, I don't hold any alts. Do you think this cycle could play out differently with all the positive momentum going on? Well, if you were around here in 2018, let's go back here. So remember the big bull run of 2020. If you weren't around, this was a big bull run, and this whole time coming down, the whole time, let me put it on the daily, we had the most bullish news at that time in Bitcoin. So usually in the bear market, you'll have the most bullish news, and that's what happened. Every bounce, everybody said they're going to a new all-time high, 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 going to a new all-time high. And each one of these bounces, big money was just dumping on the little guys, FOMO, that were coming in. And that happened again here, 2019. And I believe that's what's happening now. I'm going to make my first short ever. My question is, if I make profit on the short because I'm holding BTC at the moment, I still would lose money due to the fact it's going down, right? No, you wouldn't lose money if you short Bitcoin. You would be making more Bitcoin on the way down, even if you're short it, but you're still making a lot more money if you're shorting. What's up, Mr. Hart Teaches? I've heard a few YouTubers say they bought all the dips on the way down from 2017. All the dips on the way down 2017? You mean 2018? You can see the fake whale pumps to keep the chart sweet all the time. Right. Like I said, this has been expected. 100% expected. This looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I believe this is just an ABC. This B wave is just an ABC. And then we're going to see 5 waves down for C still. They only had to wait 3 years to make their money back. Like I said, I know Bitcoin's been in a 4-year cycle. Bitcoin's a lot older now with a lot more money and a lot more players. It's a matured market. It's not very mature. It's still young, but could it be on a 10 or 12-year cycle now? We've talked about that. It's definitely a possibility. Just be careful. It's still 100% speculative. It is not a guaranteed win. So, you know, you got to keep that stuff in mind. If you go back to the .com bubble, there were a lot of guaranteed wins that never made it. I believe some event is coming. I can sort of see it in the charts. Something has to happen to take it down. They'll blame it on something. It's already in the charts. They always blame it on something. Always. Is it harder to make money trading Bitcoin in the bear market? No, it's easy to make money in the bear market. It's easier. I mean, like I said, basically all you do in the bear market is short the pumps, man. Imagine Saylor's face if it now went to oh, he's used to it. You want to see Saylor's chart? This is Saylor's chart right here. This is Saylor in the .com bubble, Mr. FOMO himself. Let me get this. Let me stretch this out so you can see it. Let me get that off of there. Alert box. Let me get that off there. So, for those of you that listen to Saylor and think he's some kind of genius, this is Saylor's chart from the .com bubble. He did the same shit back then. Lost his ass. He was the biggest loser. Literally, there's articles about it. The biggest loser in the .com bubble. Look at his chart. His company pretty much dead until he came across Bitcoin. Like when he came across the .com bubble, same thing, guys. He's anyone that would listen to any guy with a chart like this is insane. The guy has no clue what he's talking about in all reality, in my opinion. My opinion, doesn't have to be yours. You are the last bear standing. I said in B-Wave, everybody would get bullish. I explained it on the videos. Check my videos from back in May and June, April even. I talked about people getting extreme. Yeah, and Saylor, yeah. Stephen Waller said, don't forget about the fraud from Saylor. Yeah, he was accused of fraud by the SEC, everything. You just got to be careful, guys. Research. Thank you, Mr. Savvy, for letting us share your experience. You're welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, great calls, Mr. Savvy. You've been spot on. Would you consider teach other people? I would pay for sure. No, I don't believe in paid stuff. And guys, that takes a lot of time. I make enough money trading, a lot of money trading. So to take time out to charge people, and the reason I don't like that is because I learned on my own, did my own research, read up on a lot of different things. If you put the time in yourself, not the paid crap that people, if there was a cookie cutter program that worked for everybody, great. There's not. The best way to learn is practice, do your own research. You know, Elliott wave theory is a good one to read up on, and learn to count waves. To actually rely on it to trade is something else. But Wyckoff method's great for understanding why the market's moving the way it's moving and what's happening in the market. And then just learning your basic trend lines. Pick some indicators that you like. I like the RSI. I like the EMAs. I have that EMA video over here. Also, there's a few tutorials in there. There's the using EMAs, finding patterns in the RSI, how to use the RSI, finding patterns in the charts. There's a few of them in there. Definitely check them out. Like I said, these tutorials will help you out a lot right here, to get you started. When the markets all crash, everything will come down, including Bitcoin, gold, silver bonds, everything, just like Savvy says. But a few months later, 360 gold takes off. Food for thought. Yeah, like I said, when the market comes down, everything comes down with it, except the dollar. The dollar is the only thing that rises. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot. Don't forget to smash the likes. If you're watching this video after the video, make sure you leave a comment below. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Keep an eye on these two trend lines right here because nothing has changed. Have a great day. Thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to check out the free Discord link down below. Don't forget to check out all the links down below, including my wife's webpage, anchorimage.com. Check it out. A lot of great stuff on there. Also, yeah, that's about it, guys. Take it easy. Have a great day. I'm out.